Hey everyone, welcome to Enhanced English. My name is Dawn and today we are going to talk about some expressions you can use when you are dealing with emotions. So we all feel emotions, and especially when you are trying to describe your emotions to somebody else in a language that is not your first, then these expressions are going to be very useful for you to express yourself in English. All right, so let's start with a happy one, a romantic one. So this expression is on cloud nine. And this might be exactly the same as a translation in other languages, but the idea of being on cloud nine means that you are in love. You are so happy. You are like heart eyes everywhere. You just are infatuated with somebody, and to describe that you can say, wow, I am just on cloud nine after my first date last night, da 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 da. Or you can say, wow, my cousin Ruth is in love with that guy. She is on cloud nine. So that's what you can use when you are in love, when you are feeling like the top of the world because you are in love, then use on cloud nine.
That's the cloud nine.
All right, this next one is for when you are a little, not tired, but if you are a little like distracted. So we would say spaced out. Spaced out is kind of the idea of if you imagine yourself being in a classroom and you are just so annoyed or so bored, or you're just like, you're there, but you're not there. You're just feeling spaced out because people look at you and you're just like, maybe you're thinking about what's for lunch, maybe you're thinking about what you need to do after class, but that's the idea, is that you are totally spaced out. You are not focused, you are not paying attention to who is speaking. So, spaced out.
Oh my God, he's completely spaced out.
All right, this next one is shaken up. So it's really useful to use when you're kind of feeling like so much is happening, if you're overwhelmed. And usually this happens after something quite negative. So for example, if you were in a car crash and then right after you're just kind of like processing everything that's happening, you are shook up, you are shaken up, you are just like, what just happened? Or maybe you get into like a fight with somebody and you still have really high emotions about everything and you're shaken up because you just feel like, like everything's happening at once and I don't want to feel all these things. So that is one you can use, hopefully not often, but do use it.
The whole family is pretty shaken up.
All right, this next one is on pins and needles. When you are on pins and needles, it kind of means that you are on the edge of your seat. You are kind of like wary of like where you step because you don't want to be hit by a pin in your foot. And so, for example, if you are watching a really scary movie, then you would say, I was on pins and needles the whole time because it was so suspenseful. It was like, ah! So you are on pins and needles.
So, how did it go? I know, I'm driving you crazy, but I'm on pins and needles here, Andy.
All right. So the next time somebody asks you, oh, how are you doing? You look a little tired. You can respond, yeah, I'm beat. So when you say that you are beat, that means that you are so tired. You are just done. So if you are beat, it really means that like, wow, I'm exhausted. I had so much work to do. And so, yeah, instead of saying like, I'm tired, you can say I'm beat.
Can we work on baseball now?
I'm beat.
All right, the next one is another romantic one. It's head over heels. So if you are so in love with somebody and you're like, oh my gosh, I just want to like be with them all the time. I'm on cloud nine, blah, blah, blah. You could say like, I am head over heels for this person. Like Valentine's Day is coming up. So who are you head over heels for right now? Is it your boyfriend? Is it a crush? Or is it yourself? Whatever you use, try to use that as an example of I am head over heels for this person. I am so in love with this person.
Did I fall head over heels for Joe?
All right, this next one is one that my mom used all the time when I was growing up, and that is fed up. So if you are fed up with something or someone, then it's kind of like saying like, I've had it up to here. That's another expression, but like when you've had it up to here, it means that you are so annoyed, you're angry, you have high emotions, all negative emotions, and you are done. So once you get to this point, you are fed up. You are done. You don't want to deal with anything anymore. It's just gah. So fed up.
I've never heard of these people, and now I'm fed up.
All right, this next one is a phrasal verb, chilled out. So chilled out, it's kind of like the idea of only using chill. Like I like to chill at home after work, or I like to chill with my friends. And that's a whole other thing. But when you say you are chilled out, it means that, wow, like you are relaxed in the moment. I am chilled out right now. I would not say like I'm chilled out with my friends, because that's kind of like a different verb, but you would just say like, oh, I'm so chilled out right now in this moment. I am chilled out. So an example could be like, I feel really chilled out after yoga class. So it really helps me relax.
No, like you said, you're chilled out, man. You're cool now.
Okay, this next one is quite common, and so I wouldn't be surprised if you heard of it already, and that is under the weather. So if you are feeling under the weather, that means that you are sick. It means that you are not feeling your best. It means maybe you have a sniffle, maybe you have a cough, like you are under the weather. And so that's a really common one, so definitely try to use it if you're not already practicing that.
Good. Now, I can see you're feeling somewhat under the weather.
All right, and this last one is bent out of shape. So when you are bent out of shape, it means that you're very annoyed or angry. And so, for example, you can use this while talking about somebody else. So you could say, oh, my mom is so angry today. She was just bent out of shape. Like there was no controlling her. She was just angry. Or sometimes you can tell your friends where like maybe they are ranting about something and you say, hey, you don't have to be bent out of shape about it. Like it's gonna be fine. So there's another one to try to use.
She saw the school play last night and she's all been out of shape over Lindy Rayburn singing in public wearing what looks like a black slip.
So I encourage you, now that you have all of these expressions, hopefully some of them are new for you, go ahead and use them. Try to make an example. Comment down below if you have an example but you're not too sure, then I can go in there and take a look. And if you are ready to keep learning English, check out my free link down below. It's actually just like a free little ebook where you can read all the strategic ways for you to accelerate your English so that you can start speaking advanced English in no time. All right, and let's keep this English party going. Go over here to take a look at my story. If you have ever been curious about me or why I am a Canadian living in Peru, I go through all of that in a little story time in this video up next. I'll see you next time. Hi everyone, welcome to Enhanced English. My name is Dawn, and today we're going to do something a little different. Today I'm going to give you a little